When I launched my campaign for mayor over a year ago, I made 3 promises to New Yorkers.
I ain't gonna lie, that mustache gotta go, bro. Grow out the beard.
Freeze the rent for rent-stabilized tenants, make buses fast and free, and deliver universal childcare. Some said these goals were impossible, unrealistic, naive. Well,
yes, Kai apologized.
Yesterday, our movement won a historic victory for working families
You're right. Doesn't everything look like AI now?
across the city. On day 8 of our administration, we announced the beginning of universal childcare for all New Yorkers.
Ladies and gentlemen, our mayor.
I think that's a W.
Yesterday in Flatbush,
I don't know what you guys think. I think that's a W. It's necessary. I'd rather people get health care than more wars. I'm happy to see this. I know people are going to call me a commie, stuff like that, but this is definitely more important than regime change in Iran, regime change in Venezuela, invading Greenland. It's like focus on our citizens.
I stood alongside Governor Kathy Hochul to announce a $1.2 billion commitment in state funding for universal childcare. As the governor said, the days of empty promises are over. This investment will allow us to make childcare for 3-year-olds truly universal in New York City by adding more seats in neighborhoods where families have been shut out for far too long. It will allow us to start providing universal childcare to 2-year-olds, delivering it to all
Are the Somali daycare is going to go out of business because of this?
of them by the end of our first term. At the end of the year, thousands of parents will look at their bank accounts and see that they have now saved more than $20,000 per child. That is real relief. It is real change.
Is real?
It is a testament to government's ability to make people's lives better. I want to be very clear. Working class New Yorkers delivered this victory. We are here today because of the millions of doors that you knocked, the phone calls you made, the canvases you showed up for in the freezing cold and sweltering heat, each time making the case to your neighbors.
One thing I've noticed about Mamdani, I think he's doing it better than Trump did, is he's staying true to his core. So he knows he got elected because of the DSA, the Democratic Socialist Association. He had these really hardcore, diehard supporters. And now that he's elected, he's not abandoning them. Trump abandoned his core. He didn't part of the J6ers. They're so mad about that. And that base that he galvanized back in 2015-16, he's just moved on. Sometimes he say, like, I don't condemn this, but overall, he doesn't seem to have that. You know, not only that, the people that are saying that they want the Epstein files released, he's saying he doesn't want their support. I don't think Mamdani's going to abandon his core because he realizes that you need to have shooters. And not that FBI, but like people who are going to slide for you. You know, that is why he's elected. That's why he got to that position of power. And that's how his movement and his message is going to stay strong. There is a video that I didn't release. It was from the summer. I realized that optics-wise, I probably won't. Maybe I'll just show it for fun. I just don't want people to clip it. But I went to one of the DSA events when he won the primary in New York City. It was in Queens. And I think people heard that I was escorted out because they're like, well, a lot of these people, they literally started chanting, fuck you. I don't want to say it on BotTube, but the word for, I'll say Yahtzee. It's just me. They came out and there was a chant. They said, fuck you, Yahtzee. Fuck you. While I was being escorted out because it said, yeah, you're not supposed to film here. I'm like, dude, everyone's filming here. I won't film. Oh, we can't have public figures here. Okay, doesn't everybody have an Instagram account? I'm banned on Instagram. I'm not even doing anything. I'm just seeing what's going on. That affects my city. You can't be here because, and it was like a 7v1 debate. I have it all on camera, but at the time I didn't want to put it out there and add more fuel to the fire and change the optics. But it's really funny seeing that it was like me versus all these, and also just with the fact that they started chanting, fuck you, Yahtzee. It's like, wait, aren't you guys all Free Palestine supporters? Netanyahu said that saying Free Palestine is the new Heil Hitler. We're putting the ADL considers us the same. And that's the problem. Like when people could say you're a leftist, commie, social, stuff like that, those people they consider me all right and they don't, I'm not accepted. Are you kidding me? In fact, a lot of them really despise what they think I talk about, you know, and don't take time to learn about it. You're putting oranges in the chat. I didn't say anything bad, but yeah, that happened this summer.
That a better future is possible. This is a movement that was brave enough to make a promise, and even braver to know it could fulfill it. No longer will New Yorkers be forced to accept that starting a family means leaving the city you love. Every political victory is a choice. And yesterday, Governor...
All right, cool.